My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway. And this review will have spoilers, so there's your warning. But I love the 2018 Peter Rabbit movie. I just think that movie is so delightful and entertaining, and I am probably one of its biggest fans. So when I heard there was a sequel coming, I was pretty excited. If I remember correctly, this movie was supposed to come out February 7th, 2020, but then it got pushed back to June 18th, 2021. June 11th. 2021. So it took a long time for me to finally see this movie, and I was kind of disappointed. I still liked it, but just barely. I think I gave it a 5 out of 10. So I finally rewatched it, and I liked it much more on a rewatch. Still a step down, but it's a pretty good movie. So let's begin by talking about the cast. And I don't care what any of you naysayers have to say, but I love James Corden here. He just brings this character to life so incredibly well. He's likable, even when he's not likable. He's charming and funny, and he just brings so much energy and personality here. He really delivers. Rose Byrne and Daniel Gleeson don't have as much to do here. They're kind of pushed a bit more to the side, but they are still pretty good here. David Oyelowo is a good addition to this movie. Margot Robbie and Elizabeth Debicki, I always forget they're in these movies, but they do a good job. Amy Horn replaces Daisy Ridley as Cottontail, and honestly, I couldn't tell. She does do a good job. Colin Moody as Benjamin does a good job, and Lenny James plays Barnabas, and I thought he did a good job. So everybody does a good job, but James Corden is the standout. And I just think this movie is so well directed by Will Gluck. It has so much energy and personality, and it just flies by. It's a very easy movie to watch, and it's always entertaining. This movie doesn't bore me for a single second. And it manages to be charming. There's some nice heartfelt moments. And there are some really funny scenes. I also do like the soundtrack choices. Maybe a little too on the nose, but I'm kinda okay with it. We Are Young, or Boulevard of Broken Dreams, or just every song choice worked really well for whatever scene it was present in. But I thought the musical score by Dominic Lewis was a big improvement here. I thought there was some great pieces of music, so I like this movie. It's good. My biggest mixed bag, however, is the meta angle, because this movie is so aware of every criticism of the 2018 movie. It makes jokes about how people don't like James Corden's voice. It makes jokes about how this Peter Rabbit isn't really the same Peter Rabbit as the book. And there's even an entire subplot about B turning Peter Rabbit into a book, and this company wants to merchandise and franchise him, and she's losing sight of what's important during this transition. And I do like the meta angle. It's kind of smart, it's kind of cheeky, and it does add something to this movie. But they make jokes about how, oh, you can just change the character and nobody's going to care, and you can put him in space, you can have him go on all of these crazy adventures, and it doesn't really matter. And then at the end of the movie, he does go on all of these crazy adventures. So like, so much of B's character arc is being like, no, I need to keep the heart of this character alive. The book of Peter Rabbit is not this Peter Rabbit. So it kind of feels like some of the point of this movie and some of the scenes of this movie just don't line up. So it does leave me a little torn, but also I feel like I don't have to take this movie so seriously, and it can just be a cheeky, fun, meta section of this movie. I also did find it to be a tad bit messier because you've got everything with Peter feeling like the bad guy, and Peter and Barnabas, and B becoming a success, and McGregor just struggling in general. And sometimes it feels a bit more scattered than I would like. It lacks the focus of the original movie, but I thought thematically it tied it together enough. Well, it's a movie about family and giving people the benefit of the doubt, and it's about choosing the people in your life over a career, and it's about just keeping the heart of your creation alive. It's about being a father, it's about being young and dumb. And I do think it excels enough in exploring those ideas. Still messy, and I'm still kinda torn on the meta angle, but this is still a fun movie. Very well directed, it's well acted, it's just, like I said, a movie I could watch at any point and be entertained. So I'm giving Peter Rabbit 2 The Runaway a 7 out of 10. I would have liked it if we kept getting these movies. And I don't know why we haven't actually, because this movie cost $45 million and it made 160 in 2021. Like, that's a big success. I want Peter Rabbit 3. I really do. But Peter Rabbit 2 The Runaway. Have you seen it? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin out.